Over hundreds of years, it has been no question as to why voting is important to the American people. Women's suffrage brought women the right to vote with the 19th Amendment, and the 15th Amendment would bring the right to African Americans. But one question still stands. Why are there so many Americans who don't register to vote?
Either the process itself is too difficult for them, taking time out of the day to do it, or it can be apathy, whether people believe that their vote doesn't matter, whether that they don't have an effect on what our government does. I think it's important that all young members of our society vote, given that their demographic is sorely misrepresented or underrepresented.
But whatever the reason for not doing so may be, voting is important. It allows you to get your voice out there and let the government know when you want change. Following the aftermath of the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting, the number of voters under 26 rose from 20 to 30% in Florida. The same group in Pennsylvania also rose, going from 35 to 45%. So it's no surprise that the younger generation wants to speak up, regardless of political backgrounds. Voting doesn't even have to be about the movements going on at the national level either. Local issues within the state are also being voted on by teens such as Rosa Liguria.
So I have firsthand experience with this because I have type 1 diabetes, and there was a huge bill wanting to be passed that would affect how children get treated with diabetes in school, so health clerks and that kind of stuff, and this was happening a couple of years ago. My family and I went up to Sacramento, and we talked to the people the congressmen and representatives that were going to be voting for these topics. And I think that is probably the most effective ways to get in touch with those people that do have the vote and go talk to them, because they are there to represent us, and they are there to make our opinions a reality, what we think is important, and to take into consideration what the people that they're representing, what they think should be happening with.
So with national and local levels to vote on, how do we get in on it? Well, in reality, registering to vote is super easy and simple, and you only need to be 16 to pre-register. Simply go to registertovote.ca.gov, select Register to Vote Now or Pre-Register to Vote, and fill in the information, providing any identification needed. The process should only take about a few minutes, so with all this being so simple, ask yourself, do you want to wait for the country to change on its own, or do you want to pick up the ballot and do something about it?